Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cheryl Technology Channel. My name is Chris, and I'm your host today. And in this episode, I am going to be going over. I think I just knocked something off. Whoopsie doopsie. In this episode, we'll be going over my new system, my computer parts, my microphone that I'm using right here, which is a Rode Pod mic, which I love. And we'll get into this. Sorry for the video. I hadn't got everything set up quite yet, but I'm getting there. I'm using Droid Cam right now for this video. So anyway, let's just get right into the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and let's go. So, first off, I wanna go into a little bit of detail as to why I got a new computer. Um, it's mainly because of the videos I'm doing. I'm probably going to sell my MacBook Pro. I really want to get this computer I built. It does everything, literally everything, and I kind of want to when I want to be intentional in when I do something. So, for instance, when I make a video, I like to come down here and be intentional about making it. In other words, I don't want to just have a video upstairs on my Mac and then do it. If I'm down here, I have to commit to stay down here to do the video right. So that's what led to this mainly. There were things that it wasn't doing right. There were things that it would lock up. Well, not lock up, but was freezing and jittery and all that crap. So, and I could have probably figured out what was wrong with it, but I said, you know what? I'm going to build a new machine because a lot of what we do now is, I don't know, man. A lot of what we do now requires us to do really heavy workloads. So, like when I'm playing a video game and I want to play the video game and record at the same time, now my computer uses no CPU usage because I have a RTX 4070, which we're going to get into in just a minute. So let's just go right into this. So the first step I want to show you is my tower. This is the tower that I bought. Oh, wait. Make sure you have a cup of coffee too. Mmm. Those good old coffee beans, those little cherries, those things are so good. The Landcool 216. The reason I went with this particular case, and I'm going to go into reasons as to why I bought things and why I did what I did. This case in particular was highly praised by Steve from Gamers Nexus and from Jay's Two Cents. And I thought to myself, you know what? If those two guys are saying that it's good, then it's a good case. That's good enough for me. So I decided to buy this case, and let me tell you, this case is phenomenal. It is a great. It don't look that big. This thing is humongous. I don't know. It's probably 8-9 inches wide. It's humongous, but it supports big fans. And if I want to add cooling later, like liquid cooling, I can. It's got two big fans in the front that pull air in from the front, and it does a great job. It held everything perfectly, and it had room for my RTX 4070 because that's a humongous freaking card. It's big. Now that we're done with that, let's go to the motherboard. Now, there's some caveats in here. I want to explain why I chose this particular motherboard. There were two reasons. The first, Gigabyte makes probably the best motherboards in the world. Now, y'all may be saying, but Chris, you had an Asus machine in the last video. Yes, I did. But the reason I got away from Asus was because Jay's Two Cents and several other YouTubers that are really big that I trust were saying that Asus was being, I don't know, to put it mildly, idiots. So they were doing crap they shouldn't have been doing. They were telling people they were building pretty things, but they didn't work. And when I start to see crap like that, I'm done with you. Like I don't want to spend $200-300 on a motherboard and then it not work. So that's why I chose Gigabyte. Gigabytes are known for their reliability. They're known to be very good motherboards, and I can attest to that. This motherboard has worked flawlessly from the beginning. I have had zero issues. Zero. I have had none. It has been an excellent motherboard. It supports a Intel i9, which I think is what is it? It's oh crap. Here, let's scroll down. It might show it here. I think it's a 1700 series chipset. I believe is what it is, but it supports. See, and there's other things that another reason I bought this was because it supported PCI Express Gen 5. See right here? Well, the mother, not necessarily, oh shoot, it's actually the PCI Express slot. So the PCI Express slot supports PCI Express 5.0, which is the reason I bought this motherboard. And and all this will tie together here in a minute. I bought this motherboard and it was a part of a bundle too. So I got the motherboard, the RAM. Now this is the best part. The motherboard, the RAM, and the CPU for $450. So basically this motherboard is so you can see it runs about 200 bucks, 250 depending on where you get it. But mine is DDR5, so mine's going to be about $100 more. Now, you may be asking me, Chris, did you really need to do that? Yes, I did. See, I wanted to future-proof it a little bit too. So when you're building a computer, you got to go off of more than just, you have to really think about the future. What are you going to do with this computer? Where are you going to be with it 5 years from now? This computer I'll be able to use 5 years from now. And that was kind of the point, is that, and I didn't spend a ton of money on it. It was like $1,800 out the door. That's for everything. And I bought a video card. So my budget was $2,000. I wanted to stay under that. So the way I did that was I bundled. This bundle helped me to do that at, yes, you guessed it, one of my favorite stores, Micro Center. I absolutely love this place. I love this store. I love it, man. And every time I go in there, I'm only in there like a half hour. Let's see. Let's just do this. We'll get into this store. Come on. Find my store. So I like this store because I can go in there. I can build it myself. I don't need anybody to do it with me. So let's see. Let me see if I can find the bundles. Here we go. Bundle. See, that was the 12900K. This is the one I bought right here. This is it right here. Look at that. It's even cheaper now than it was when I bought it. Think about that. I got 32 gig of RAM, which is Ripjaw, which is good RAM. So this is the one I got right here. This is the bundle. This is what I got. Yep, this is the one. So I got the unlocked i9 12900K. I got the Ripjaw RAM that was like running at 6,000 megahertz. It's DDR5. A lot of people complained about DDR5 not being reliable, but I've had no issues. I updated all my drivers and all that junk. So that's my motherboard. Okay. On to the next thing. Now comes my video card. This is the video card that I bought. It is a Gigabyte Aero RTX 4070. It's the overclocked edition. But honestly, I don't ever use the overclocking crap. I just don't. Why? I mean, it's good enough by itself. I don't need to do anything with it. It's good enough the way it is. And it's got a 4-year warranty. Look at that crap. 4-year warranty. Look at that. So, I mean, that's the reason I bought this card was because of the price. I think I paid, oh, where's my receipt? I got my receipt somewhere. Oh, it's in my phone, which my phone's being used for my videos. So I basically paid about $620 for this card out the door. So it was about 620 bucks, which is not bad for a 4070. Now I was going to buy a 4090, but the 4090 would have cost as much as the entire computer. And I said, I'm not giving NVIDIA all that money. Now, I like this card because oh my goodness, I have played, I was playing Warzone last night and I was playing it on 165 hertz. That's what my monitor will do. And man, for $600, this card does the job extraordinarily well. Extraordinarily well. It does a great job. It's a good value and good performance all at the same time. And that's why I bought it. That's just that simple. Now, let's go on to my Li-12 900K. Now, and you see the recommended customer price. I got it all for $450. And it's $400 now. So for $450, I got everything for less than that. And it clocks at about 5.2 gigahertz all the time. It runs at 5 gigahertz all the time. And I don't push it hard. It just does its stuff. So see right here, so DDR5, that's what I have. And it'll do, I could have probably saved a little money if I'd went with DDR4 and probably got a crap ton more RAM, but I mean, 32 gig of DDR5 was about 150 bucks. So that's not too bad. I don't even use this because I have a 4070, but if I needed to, I could. So that's kind of the overview of that. Now, when I bought the power supply, I thought to myself, okay, I was gonna get like a. This is the one I ended up going with. Now you notice it says PCI Express 5.0 ready. Now this ties back into the motherboard of why I bought the motherboard. I want to be able to go PCI Express 5.0, but I want to do it with the power supply too. So that's kind of why I did what I did when I bought the power, and it was a good price. It was like 130 bucks for I think it was a gold, 80 plus gold. So I decided that a long time ago that I wanted something very special, and it's modular. It's modular too. That's exactly why. That's another reason I went with it. Is it's modular. Now, after all this is said, I believe the total price for all of this. Oh, we got one more piece. The best part, the CPU cooler. Now, the CPU cooler, let me see if I can get into frame, is almost the size of the motherboard. It's humongous, man, humongous. That's also why I like the big case, is because the big case accommodates the big cooler. Now, I have ran tests on this thing. I've ran tests on it. I've played the video game and watched the CPU temp. It never gets above 40 degrees Celsius. Ever. Ever. It always stays under that. That's what, if you want to save, spend the money on the CPU cooler, because the cooler you can keep that CPU, the longer it's going to last. Now look, right here. And they provide a 6-year warranty. Now, this is what I'm going to say to y'all in conclusion to all this stuff after I go over my mic. Now, this mic I'm using is a Rode Pod mic. Now, I love this thing. I have listened to it. It sounds incredible. It sounds absolutely amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing. And I bought an arm, but it's a Samson. I bought it at Best Buy when I was down there, because I was trying to find something for my other mic, but I couldn't find it, so I bought me a new one. And I'm very happy with it. It works really well. It sounds good. But this is the mic I bought, and I bought it because it has a built-in pop filter too. So, I mean, it's a great mic, man. XLR capabilities. Sounds incredible. Now, what y'all may be asking me is, Chris, how did you know what to pick? Here's the truth. I didn't. I truly didn't. Because things have come so far since the last time I built my computer. I built a computer probably 5-6 years ago was the last time I built one. And back then, I went with a Ryzen 7 2700. That's AM2 for all of you folks that don't know what that means. It's an older processor, 8 cores, 16 threads. But I bought, the simple reason I went with Intel was because of the price. The price was so much lower than the AMD. I saved at least $100. And I bet you the performance out of this i9 12900K will be comparable to a Ryzen 9. So that's why I did it. It was based solely on price. So when I bought the PC, it was about $1,800. Right? I think it was like 17. I bought my son a video card, an RTX 3060, on top of that, and still stayed under budget. So that's why I did it. That's the real reason. So basically, I had in mind what I wanted to do with it. I told the guy, "Hey, I'm gonna play some flight simulator." I've got another video I'm gonna do on that though, about what I have for flight sim, and it's pretty epic, and I got a heck of a price on it. But I wanted to do this because if you're struggling to find what you want, the first thing you need to know is, what are you gonna do? I wanted to play Flight Sim, and I wanted to edit videos and make videos. Those are the 3 criteria that I had that I knew that I wanted to do. I knew that those 3 things would govern the entire build, and it did. And it works amazing. Amazing, man. Like, you can't go wrong with a 12900K. They work very well. So I really wanted to show y'all the reason I did what I did and why I did it. My computer was getting a little slower. And for those of you who don't know the story, the computer that I just gave to my oldest son, Adam, that computer was the last thing my dad gave to me before he died. He died a couple weeks to a month after he gave me that computer. Most of the videos that I have on my channel now were made with that computer. So in the year and a half, I made tons of videos with it. But it was time to move on. It was time to step up and get a new computer because I am rough on my computer, man. Like, I expect a lot of it. And so that's the reason that I did what I did. That's the reason I bought a new one. It kind of hurt me to give it to my son, but he needed it more than I did. So I gave it to him. I built a new one, and everything's good. We re-imaged, put Windows back on it for him, and he's very happy with it. So shout out to my pops in heaven. Thank you for the opportunity for believing me. So that's my conclusion today. Is if it were not for my dad or my wife, I would not have this channel right now. I would have never started. I would have never have even taken a step forward. But because of my wife and her encouragement most of the time, and my dad and his encouragement that he gave to me, I would not be where I am today. I'm almost at 110 subscribers. I can't even believe I made it to that many. So for all of you who are watching this who don't know how to pick out computer parts, take my advice. Know exactly what you want to do. Take it to Micro Center and say, this is what I need to do. How do I do this? And they will help you. That's exactly what I did. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And this is Chris, your host, signing off. Thank you for watching my video. And until the next time, I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.